Yes, I do know of a country called Sierra Leone. A matter of fact, Sierra Leone is a country in West Africa. Most of our people here in Grenada have traced back their ancestry to Sierra Leone. We have a rich culture, a Temne culture, in Carriacou and Pitimatnik, where the Temne people can be found to this very day. Just recently, a few years ago, we had some delegates coming from Sierra Leone. To their dismay, they were shocked to see that the Temne people, their lost people, can be found in the sister isle of Carriacou and Pitimatnik. And also Sierra Leone, is known for the famous tree. There's an old tree right in the center of the city. I can't remember what that is and what the history is about that tree, but it is a famous tree. I don't know what it is called, but I know Sierra Leone to be known for that as well. And not only that, we also can identify, a lot of Grenadians can identify through the Temne tribe, because we hold a festival or a cultural tradition called Saraka. Saraka is where the harvest from the land, people bring the harvest from the land, and the community comes together and cook food, and these meals are freely distributed throughout the community. And we have traditional games, African traditional folk tales. We tell Anansi stories as well, and all of these things, all of the above. So Sierra Leone have very much place here in Grenada. A lot of Grenadians have traced back their roots to Sierra Leone. I have recently got a Sierra Leonean friend of mine have contacted me recently, and telling me all about his family lineage. He was able to trace back, I think, his great-great-grandfather, thereabout. His great-great-grandfather was an enslaved African who made his way here into Grenada. He was an enslaved African that was brought to Grenada, and he made his home here, and he remained here, and he was able to trace back some of his roots here in Grenada. So a lot of Temne people, a Temne tribe, Temne culture can be found in Grenada, especially in the island of Carriacou. And Sierra Leone is very much well known to us. I would say this about Sierra Leoneans or Sierra Leone. If I were to describe what do I think about Sierra Leone or Sierra Leoneans, I believe Sierra Leoneans, or I think of it as the land of the free. Yes, Sierra Leone to me is the land of the free. There was this movie I watched many years ago called Freetown. I'm very fascinated about Freetown, and really, I'm really hoping that I can learn more and more about Freetown. But the name itself tells a lot about Sierra Leone. I believe maybe the reason why this particular area in Sierra Leone was named Freetown is because it was a refuge for our African enslaved people who were able to come back to the motherland. Because I was told a lot of African enslaved people were able to escape. Some were able, when slavery was abolished, some returned back to the motherland and settled in Sierra Leone. And so this is what I think about Sierra Leone. Is a land of the free. Sierra Leone is a very beautiful country, very beautiful, picturesque. The people are very friendly. It looks as though these people are very peaceful people. Sierra Leoneans, they are very content with their living, content with what they have. And they are a people that live comfortable with the little resources that they may have. But I see Sierra Leone as a very country that has a lot of potential and is very rich I don't see. Sierra Leone is very rich, they have very fertile soil, agriculture, does well there. I don't know if I'm wrong, but it seems to be they have a very stable political system. And they have preserved much of their way of life. They have preserved much of their culture and stuff. And I feel as though that if I go to Sierra Leone, I will be accepted like one of them. I will not be discriminated. I will be seen as a fellow brother, there. So Sierra Leone, Freetown, for sure, the very first place I would visit if I'm given the opportunity to go to Sierra Leone is Freetown. I would like to visit this area, not just because of its name, but I would love to learn the history of Freetown, because I know that Freetown wasn't just a refuge for African or free enslaved African people, but it was a refuge for many people, all over the continent of Africa and around the world. So yeah, I'm very much in love with Sierra Leone. I would definitely visit Sierra Leone. I will not give it a second thought. I would definitely visit Sierra Leone, because much of our DNA of who we are as Grenadians, is linked to Sierra Leone. I learned that a lot. I didn't know that as I said before, our society in Grenada reflect a lot of the Yoruba traditions, and I didn't know that there was a lot of Yorubas who migrated from Sierra Leone and came to Grenada. There's a lot of Nigerian Yoruba people that went to Sierra Leone or immigrated to Sierra Leone and made their home there. So this is something that I learned, that I never knew. And I really I got to understand. It helped me to understand why a lot of Grenadians were able to trace. When they do the DNA ancestry, we are able to trace our roots to Nigeria, and Sierra Leone always shows up as well. So Sierra Leone is the land of the free. Yes, that is what I think about Sierra Leone. My message to Sierra Leoneans is that we love you. And I'm not speaking just on behalf of myself, but all Grenadians, that we are aware of our connection with you, because much of your culture and much of your people have become what are our ancestors, or your people are our ancestors, who were sold out during the transatlantic slave trade, and they have made their home here in Grenada on the island of Carriacou. So we are proud that in our society we have remnants of the Temne tribe, the Temne culture, and the tradition of Sierra Leoneans at large when it comes to Saraka. Saraka is something that we are proud of and we upkeep, and we are proud of that. Secondly, I want you guys to know that, we are here to connect. Technology have made it easier for us. Let's connect. Let's take advantage of technology. We don't have to wait to save up money and book a plane ticket to come to visit each other. We can start connecting using technology. And I am very much open to connecting with and getting to know more and more of my brothers and sisters in Sierra Leone, and that we learn about each other. And this have been already happening. I have some of Sierra Leone people reaching out to me, and we have been learning about each other. I've been learning that people like Kojos, we have a lot of Kojos here. People that bears the name Kojos in Carriacou, Kojo. We have some Kojos here in Grenada, and Kojos were enslaved Africans from Sierra Leone that came to Grenada, and and a lot of people that bear the name Kojos have found out that their roots are linked to Sierra Leone. And so I really am happy about that. I'm really we have people like Kwame, I don't know, I think that's from Ghana or Sierra Leone, but all these names, tells a history about the connection with Grenada and Sierra Leone. So yeah, that's my message to you guys, is that we are aware of you, we love you, and we would like to get to know you, we would like to connect. I was pleased to see that recently our Prime Minister not visited, but he invited some Sierra Leone delegates into his cabinet meeting to give their input about things, when it comes to policies and, giving an African perspective in our politics. So that is one of the ways that we are trying to connect with you guys. So we love you once again. I know I have said that many times, because we really do. I really do love my brothers and sisters on the continent of Africa, and Sierra Leone is no exception. And I hope one day that I will be able to visit Sierra Leone and experience, much of your traditions, your culture, and experience, go visit the different tribes that are there, especially the Temne tribe, and get to understand more. So that's the vision, that one day we will finally be able to become as one people, and that the pieces will come together. What colonization have scattered, we will bring it back together. So thank you. God bless you.